everyone, my name is Chong.
Hello, my name is Ahmad.
Hey guys, I'm Paul.
Well, my name is Marlon.
I'm Victor, and we're going to be talking about Satoru Iwata.
Satoru Iwata was born on December 6, 1959, and he was the only child. He was born in one of the largest cities in Japan, Sapporo. In his middle school and high school, he programmed games into calculator. Iwata was the fourth president and CEO of Nintendo. His major was computer science at Tokyo Institute of Technology. He started to develop games when he was 16, and his engineering professor said he was faster and more accurate than all other students at programming.
While attending university, Iwata worked part-time at HAL Laboratory, a small company consisting of 4 employees working out of one-bedroom apartment making peripheral devices for old computers. In 1982, Iwata graduated and decided to join HAL Laboratories full-time, becoming its 5th employee and first programmer. Iwata's career choice did not go over well with his father. Joining the video game industry at the time was seen as a dangerous gamble with no payoff in the Eastern market. Nevertheless, Iwata persevered in his career decision, and in just 1 year, HAL became a second-party developer under Nintendo. Iwata became HAL's coordinator of software production and was dubbed the Superman for his programming skills. Iwata's success drew the attention of Hiroshi Yamauchi, the CEO of Nintendo, who in 1993 made a deal with HAL, which had fallen into debt. Nintendo would pay off the debt. In return, HAL would work exclusively for Nintendo, and Iwata would become HAL's new president. Iwata accepted the position despite his lack of managerial training. Iwata took up to self-studying managerial training books and meeting with all 90 employees of HAL Laboratories in order to get their personal opinion of the direction that the company is heading towards. Iwata found the time to program, in fact better than most of his programmers, programming Pokemon Stadium's battle system in a week on his own, with Shigeki Morimoto asking, "What kind of company president is this?" With his ability to both program and lead proven, in 2000, he was offered a position in Nintendo as head of corporate planning, an offer which he accepted. As head of corporate planning, Iwata shifted the company's focus from newer graphics to better engaging gameplay, a way to reduce production costs while not sacrificing the quality of the end product, a strategy which seemed to work due to an increase in profits within the first 2 years. In 2002, Yamauchi decided to retire and wanted Iwata to take over his position due to his intimate knowledge of the hardware of the company, a rare trait among corporate executives. In May 24, 2002, Iwata became the 4th president and CEO of Nintendo, and the first president not related to the Yamauchi family since the founding of Nintendo in 1889. One of Iwata's first acts as CEO was to meet face-to-face with nearly 200 employees to establish a cordial relationship with those working directly underneath him. Iwata was immediately seen as more open than his predecessor, who rarely met with employees and only released an annual yearly speech to the public. Shigeru Miyamoto himself stated that the previous company's atmosphere was stuffy and that Iwata improved the ventilation. Iwata decided that the company's first priority was to reestablish consumer interest in gaming due to an increasing dips in sales. With gaming becoming more and more exclusive and the average consumer not being targeted, Iwata stated that games had come to a dead end and decided that Nintendo should reach out to the average consumer, unlike their competitors.
According to Idle Net Worth, Iwata's net worth peaked at $2.1 billion.
Under Iwata, Nintendo was held for many charities aimed towards foster children and those with cancer. In addition, of custom amiibo was made in Iwata's image and sold for charity after his death.
Satoru Iwata went against current philosophies of being exclusive in games. He wanted to make a console that would be for everyone, and codename the Revolution later revealed to be the Wii. He told the head designer of the Wii, Takeda, to go off the tech roadmap. He told Takeda to focus on accessibility instead of innovation, which means the Wii's hardware is weaker than the competitors, but the motion controller was revolutionary. Iwata also wanted the controller to be called a remote to emphasize its accessibility instead of being simply a controller. Upon the Wii's release, it was revolutionized as motion control games and nearly doubled Nintendo's stock price, and Iwata was ranked among the top 30 CEO in the world between 2007 and 2009.
Satoru Iwata helped transition the company from the Game Boy Advance to the Nintendo DS, which was unique for the addition of touchscreen that allowed for novel games. It was the first successful dual touchscreen device of its time. The Nintendo DS proved to be a highly profitable system and went on to become the second best-selling video game console of all time with more than 154 million units.
The release of the 3DS and Wii U were lacking compared to the previous releases. This led to the first net loss from Nintendo in over 30 years. As a consequence, Iwata cut his own pay in half to prevent having to lay off his employees. And to save money, he recorded presentations of Nintendo's projects instead of spending millions on E3. Before the Switch was released, he passed away due to cancer and he was unable to see the resurgence of Nintendo with its release.
Iwata believed that transparency was the best way to maintain consumer faith, so he created Nintendo Direct, an online press conference revealing future coming Nintendo products. Iwata believed that creators only improve themselves by taking risks, and they should stand by whatever they made, whether it succeeds or fails. When the 3DS and Wii U failed, Iwata took responsibility and humbly cut his own pay. He made a grand mistake, but he would not make his employees shoulder the consequences. Alright, honest opinion, would you really want to work for Satoru Iwata?
Yes, I would like to work for Iwata because he seems like the type of CEO that actually cares for his employees, especially after he cut his salary in half and in order to keep his employees from getting laid off. That's the type of thing that keeps loyal employees to want to work for him and stay even longer.
On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer.